Hello everybody, today I'm going to be going through some comments on my channel, on my videos. I'm going to talk about them, give you my opinion, and kind of my goal of this is to try to respond to comments more directly to you so that you can get more of a one-on-one conversation rather than just having me respond by replying in a comment. I try to do that, but it's just that there's a lot of things to go through, and I just find it more convenient and better for me to respond in this way to all of you. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the first comment, and then I'm just going to go read through them. I've got this sorted. It shows 100 results. I don't know if what order these are in. Let's see here. Yeah, they're in order of the date. So if I go through here, okay. So the first comment, if you notice, I got a cut on my hand. I didn't know what it was from. I think that's the disadvantage of having high pain tolerance. I don't know when I have cuts. But one of the comments says, very nicely done. LOL the guitar though. Yeah, that was in the video I just made, a doodle challenge where I challenged Peter Draws to a doodle, and in that I just saw my my big wooden easel, and I was like, that kind of looks like a guitar in a way, and so I just picked it up and I acted like I was playing guitar with it. I did have a guitar that I tried to play back in 2008. From 2008 until 2016, so for 8 years, I tried to play acoustic guitar and I could not learn it. I'm completely right-handed and I have no coordination in my left hand, so it just did not work. Next comment, it was on what should I add more to my channel, and I gave 4 options to that, and one of them was life advice and philosophy for artists. Another one was going out in nature, outdoors, and then pen reviews, and then the other one, if I can look here, if I remember what it was, philosophy and life advice for artists, nature and outdoors, pen reviews, drawing tutorials. The comment said, I'd say whatever you are more interested in personally. I would say I'm pretty much even in all of these. Although the things that I have more to talk about will probably be in the realm of philosophy, but the things that I think most people would probably be interested in is pen reviews, being that this is a art channel, but I do like to incorporate some other things into what I'm doing, just so that it's not only about drawing. I want to add a little bit more to it. Next comments I'm going to go through. Someone says that they're working on an illustration. I think an illustration, wouldn't that be something in digital art or like drawing for like a comic book? I know that that's one thing I have no skill at drawing, is drawing things that are like stuff you'd see in comic books. So I think if I tried that, it would probably just end up as stick figures. I don't think I would do very well with that, but we'll see. Maybe I'll try and do a video of me drawing something like that. Next one would be, you should start a Discord server. Now, I think I might have used Discord one time before. I don't really remember. And if so, I'll have to try to log in and see. I don't remember if I've ever used it before. But I know that a lot of people use it for discussions and talking about things. So I'll download it and try it and see what that's all about, and just go from there. Next comment says, let's get this guy on Peter's radar. You probably know who Peter Draws is. He's a pretty popular artist on YouTube. And I've had a couple of conversations back and forth with him. He's sent me a couple of messages, and I've been on his stream where he was doing live streaming on Twitch He hasn't done it in a while, but I would drop by and I would ask some questions on there. And I think he made a comment on one of my videos that I did, where I did a drawing for him, and he commented on it and said he liked it. But other than that, we haven't really had much of a conversation or anything. I know he knows of me, but he has 900,000 followers, and so it's kind of hard to get through all that many people. So the next comment was on that video with the doodle challenge. It said, "That's nice, love it." And then I asked them how everything's going, and they said everything is going really good, and that they're doing really well and everything is okay. Let's see here. Next comment. "You are the Davey 504 of drawing." I didn't even know who that was. I had to look it up. It's some person that does things with music. I don't know if I mean, I've tried to play guitar before, and that did not work out. I can write rap lyrics, and I can do a lot of poetry and rhyming, but as far as playing musical instruments, I'm completely right-handed, so that's what I like drawing for. Just use my right hand. Oh, that's my comment. Don't want to read my own comment. And then I have another comment that says, "Great doodle and great advice. Thank you." And you're welcome. If you have any questions about anything or any advice you want, anything on it, it can be anything related to art, I'll try to get back to you, and I'll try to make it in a video so it's more one-on-one. And if you have anything that you want me to doodle, I can do that for you in a video. Next one. "Keep up the awesome content." They give me a thumbs up, and they put two little flames on it. When was it that they started adding emojis into YouTube? Because I never really paid attention to that before. I started seeing emojis and stuff like maybe a year or two ago, but I just never really seen them that often until recently. Next comment. "This is chill in a cool format." Yeah, I'd say a lot of my stuff is really ASMR type of stuff, or soothing. I try to get it to be that way. Although one thing is that my thoughts go really fast, and so the things I want to say, I can't say them as quickly as I'm thinking it. So then sometimes I talk really fast, but sometimes I just have to slow down so that I say things that make any sense. Next comment says, "Thank you for mentioning Lamy Safari." Oh, I had a yawn. "Thank you for mentioning the Lamy Safari. I tried it and I was liking the writing. I tried it and it was like writing with a stick. Also, my initial strokes had no ink, just a scratch line. Gave a Lamy to a friend and planned to buy an Ahab." Yeah, I think I don't know. I know that if you have the Lamy Safari, if it comes with the little cartridges, you actually have to push it on pretty hard to get it to break into the cartridge for the ink to flow through. Because this here that I have the Lamy Safari, I just have a converter on it, which I bought online. I think it was like $5 or $6, and I just refilled that with ink. And I just find it cheaper in the long run to use ink than cartridges. Although, I don't know, I mean, cartridges I guess are more convenient, but it doesn't take long to fill it, like just a couple of minutes, and then that's really it. But I think that might have been the issue you might have been having was drawing with the Lamy Safari, because that was actually the problem that I had. I was like, why is this pen not working? It's not making any lines. And it was just that you had to push on it a little bit harder to get it to break into the cartridge for the ink to flow through it. I had the same problem with another pen that I bought online. It was like a $1 cheap pen, and I was like, why is this not writing? Everything I did it just wouldn't work. So I had to just push a little bit harder to get for it to break into the cartridge, and then I saw the ink flow in through the tip because it was a clear pen. Next comment. Your t-shirt reminds me of yellow Play-Doh. Yes, this does look like yellow Play-Doh, I guess, or maybe a sunflower or something like that. This is the shirt I wear when I'm drawing. Is it comfortable? Or I wear like my large white shirts. They're comfortable. And the thing about the white shirts is that I just throw them in the washer, wash them all as on their own, or add bleach to them if I need to get the stains out. So I don't have to worry about putting on a certain outfit or anything. I just wear something. Although sometimes I'll have pajamas on that are blue and like a white shirt and mismatched socks. I don't care really. I just dress for comfort. Next comment was from me. I commented on my own video and said first. Says here, what do you call the mechanical pencil that rotates? Oh, that's the hold on a second. That's the Uniball Kuratoga 0.5 mechanical pencil. This one's pretty good for drawing really detailed drawings, like with a pencil. But the awesome thing is that, like this here, it's got like a knurled grip on it, so you can grip on it pretty good. But as you're drawing, it rotates, which keeps the tip of it sharp. There's a guy that does a lot of drawings with these. I'm trying to remember the name of his channel. I can't remember it right now. I'll have to look him up later. But I know he does a lot of drawings with these pencils. I almost call it a pen. The Uni Kuratoga 0.5. But the lead that I got with it, I'm trying to remember, what was it called? I'm not prepared for some of this. Trying to remember the name of the lead, because I don't know where I put it, but I can do a review. I might have done a review of it already, but anyways, the lead that I got online for this is a 2B lead, I think, 2B or 4B, something like that. And so it's a darker lead, and I don't have to put as much pressure if I want. I can draw lightly, and I don't have to put a lot of pressure, but I can also make lines a lot darker. But this is a Uni Kuratoga, which is the pencil that I use for drawing, the one that rotates. Next comment, the stippling is beautiful. I think it would look cool if you used a brush pen to make a doodle. With your style, I imagine it might look like an old Japanese drawings of nature and trees. Yeah, I've tried to do brush pen work, but I don't know why, but I keep pressing, thinking that as if I'm drawing with a pencil. Like when you're drawing with a pencil, if you press a little bit more, it makes the line darker. So it's just a habit of that. I start pressing with the brush pen and making the line whiter rather than making the line darker. But I'm not sure. I think it's just a subconscious thing because of drawing with pencils and pens so much. More so obviously with pencils than anything. And then as far as my style, yeah, a lot of the stuff has nature and trees in it. And so because of that, things always do end up looking like organic stuff or trees and everything. I'm not sure. I mean, I do have a huge plant here that's like a kind of makes everything organic. There's a bunch of trees outside, nature, and I go to the reservoir sometimes and I'm outside. But I do like drawing things in nature because nothing is really perfect. You don't have to draw everything perfect. You just, because everything in nature is a little bit different. And so I like that there's more randomness in it. And stippling, yeah, I haven't done as much stippling recently. I've been practicing more of my line art and getting better with my hand and eye coordination. Let's go through the next comments. That was a comment about the Easter Bunny. And I commented and put a heart and 4 little rabbits. I did have a pet rabbit one time for like, I think, a month, but it passed away. It was having all kinds of health problems and everything. I did everything I could to help it. I did try to call some vets and stuff, but they weren't taking anybody because everything that's going on. So there's like no veterinarians open. And I've come to find out that the other rabbits that was there, they all had really bad health problems and they were all sick. And so there was pretty much nothing I could do. It was some kind of like incurable sickness that they had. I'd found out, which was unfortunate. But yeah, I did have a rabbit for like a month. Next comment. Oh, it was about ballpoint pen. It says, are you supposed to draw lines both ways or just on the down or up strokes? I don't think it would make a difference, really. I think the only time something's going to make a difference if you're drawing up or down with a line is if you're drawing with like paint or like ink that's like gushing out of a pen. Like if you have something that's like upright, okay, like perfectly upright, and let's say you're doing a painting, like say watercolor. Now when you're doing watercolor paintings, if you have something upright in your painting, obviously it's going to matter the up or down strokes because the paint is going to run down. But being this is a ballpoint pen, that's not really going to it's not going to matter. The next comment was about the Real Space gaming chair unboxing and review. I think I did that like over a year and a half ago, maybe. I did a review on it, and they say it's on sale right now for $200 off Depot. I think the price ranges from $150 to $250, dependingly. Yeah, I'm trying to remember how much I paid for it. I think it was $200, maybe. I think it was like $199 or $225. No, it was $229, I think. But it's this chair right here. I don't know if you can even see it, the camera view, but it's the red and black chair. Next comment. I just stumbled upon your page by accident, but I'm glad I did. Cool video effects, music, and awesome doodle. I need some inspiration to get started. And they said that they're lazy, but I got the inspiration I needed. Don't think, just start. And that was on Sharp Redrawing on Paper Plate Intricate Abstract Doodle. Yeah, that one was maybe 2 years ago, I think. No, it was like a year ago. Year and a half ago. Might have been a year ago. I don't remember. Let me look at the date of the video. Let's see here. When was this video? This was February 28th, 2019. So that was like a year and a half ago when I made that video already. Can't believe it's been that long already. Huh. But yeah, as far as video effects and everything, my recent video where I did the doodle challenge, I did some video effects where I was playing the guitar. I just made some camera shake and then some light rays and then like some flickering a little bit and changed the color some. I know it took me like maybe 10 minutes to do. But I tried to add some effects in some of my videos, but I just have a lot of things I'm working on with drawings. My main focus is getting better at drawings, but also want to make videos and improve at that. So some of the effects I don't really do too much of, and sometimes I add music. It just kind of depends on what I get into or what I start doing, or if I feel like I need to add music to it. Because the music library that they have on here, I've used up a lot of the songs, so I start running out of songs to use. And also because of the length of the song, to find the right length of song to add into the video. But I'm glad to give you inspiration and that you needed. And I hope all your doodles come out good. Anybody has a doodle? I'm trying to think of where I can have everybody send me all of their doodles that they make, so that I can just review them or give my opinion of them. Right now, I don't really use much of any social media. Like I use this mostly. I post videos on, but that's mostly it. But I'll look into different things that are out there, and see where I can have a thing for us to have a discussion. Maybe Discord. I'm not sure. Somebody mentioned that earlier, but we'll have to see. I'll figure that out when I get there. Let's see the next comment. That was on my Doodlescape video. It says, hello again. You look great. I've been quite down recently. Can't really draw anything at home, but I'm going to go to graduate school next week. I'm going to have a single person dorm. Hopefully I can get back to a good status. And then they said but they have a lot of housework and other unrelated stuff, and it's just mentally tiring. Yeah, like for me, after I've worked my whole shift and I come home, I'm hungry, I eat, I make food, and then by then after that, I'm kind of mentally, like, I wouldn't say exhausted, it's just kind of fatigued a little bit, so it does affect my drawing some. But hopefully everything goes good for you with school, and as far as the dorm and all that. And let me know how your drawing is going. As I said, I'm going to work on figuring out where I can have all of us all get together and like post all of our drawings on there so that we can have a discussion and look at them and talk about it. But I hope everything goes good for you. And let me know how your doodles go and your schooling and everything. Next comment was on the video Drawing Emotions with Roaching Isograph Intricate Drawing. And they said, when I look at this amazing drawing, I see a tree spirit that is heartbroken and how we humans are treating Earth and its forest. Yeah, I'd say there's a lot of deforestation going on. Speaking of that, there was people, they were cutting limbs and stuff off of, they were cutting trees around like my neighborhood, and it was kind of like different because there was so much branches and stuff hanging over the power lines and whatnot. Now everything just looks kind of like barren. I think some of the trees, they cut too much off of them because now they've got all these little like limbs growing out everywhere, but there's not really that many leaves on them. Hopefully the trees will be okay, but we'll see. I was just heard chainsaws and stuff for like 2 weeks down on my street. So who knows when that's going to be done with. Next comment was, I can tell you're a fan of Peter Draws. Yeah, I've known him for quite a while. I've had quite a few people tell me that my drawings look like his. And I actually even had one person tell me that I was trying to copy him. But the way that I draw, I've been drawing since I was 4, so it just so happens there's similarities in it. But pretty much with no negativity or anything. I don't really give that any attention or anything. But there are some similarities, I'd say, with the way that we draw. I think the difference between his drawing and mine is that a lot of mine is like very like dark. It's more chaotic and random, and he does a lot more stippling, I'd say, in his drawings, whereas I do a lot more cross hatching, because I come from a background of doing a lot of portrait drawing, and I moved from doing portrait drawing with graphite to doing a lot of portrait drawing with pen. And being that I was doing it with pen, I did a lot of cross hatching. So I took that and I incorporated it into the drawings I do now, so that I do a little bit of stippling, but I also do a lot of cross hatching. But oh, that was itchy. But anyways, like the drawings I do, it's in my roaching with my roaching isograph in my moleskin sketchbook. The ink flows really good in the paper, and so because I can cross hatch really quick, which is a lot faster than if I'm doing stippling, because the tip of the pen is very, very small. Now, if I was using like something like my fine liner, I can stipple really fast, and I'm not really worried because these don't cost that much, and they make a bigger dot, and I can stipple faster without having to worry about damaging the nib, because these are like 50 cents each, whereas my roaching isograph is like $45 each. So it takes 90 or 100 of these to equal the cost of one of my roaching isographs. So stippling's a lot faster with that than it is if I use my roaching isograph. Because with the roaching, as I said, I do stippling with it. It's just I like to do a lot more cross hatching of things. to make more darker areas and contrast in the drawings than just doing constantly stippling. So that's one of the big differences between me and Peter Draws, is that I draw things more chaotic, more dark, more cross-hatching, and I draw a lot more organic stuff and nature-themed drawings, whereas he'll draw a lot of stuff that's like, he calls them the bulbous people, or the what was the other one? I don't know what they're called, but he has different names for them. But I think, I'm trying to think what else is different, really. I would say the cross-hatching, mine's more of darker stuff. It's more chaotic. I'm not really sure how to name it, because, I mean, there's a lot of differences, but I'm trying to pinpoint exactly what I'm trying to think of to describe it. I would say mine's more abstract in ways, but incorporated with a lot more realistic looking faces, whereas the faces are more like characters and stuff that you'd see like maybe in like a cartoon or a comic book or something else like that, whereas mine are more realistic in a sense with the cross-hatching I do. And then I do a lot more organic drawing and all that. So those are some of the differences. But yeah, I've known him for quite a while. And as I said, me and him, we've talked a couple of times in messages, but not a whole lot, because he's a very busy person. He's got like 900,000 followers, and I'm pretty busy too, with work and the drawing, editing video and audio and on and on and on. It's a lot of work, but yeah, I've known him for quite a while. So the next one is, the abstract faces you draw look so good. Yeah, I would say that, I want to get better. Like, no matter how good I am at drawing, I always want to get better and better at drawing. But I have a lot of practice at drawing faces, and I'll tend to, if I'm drawing something abstract, I'll tend to like draw half of the face, and then after I've drawn half of the face, I'll like stop and like draw it where it's like coming apart and all this stuff. And I did that in that drawing where it says drawing emotions, roaching isograph, intricate drawing. And I drew like half of the face, and then I kind of like started out in the other side, and then the face is like coming apart, because when you have to draw a whole face, you got to make it, proportions properly. I don't want eye big, I could, but I wanted to make it more realistic looking, because I don't want like one giant ear and like a small eye, or like a giant ear, small eye, little ears, and like a big eye, and all looks all. I could do that in an abstract doodle, but that wasn't the theme of what I was trying to go for. I wanted to look more realistic, but with a lot of abstract themes in it, with cross-hatching and other things that make it look three-dimensional, abstract, but also realistic in the same sense. I'm trying to combine the two worlds of abstract and realism together into one. Next comment. Hi, do you ever collect your drawings and put it into some sort of personal blog or website? Would be great to see how you evolved. Didn't notice your tattoo. Looks nice. Yeah, I've had this tattoo since 2011, I think. The one on my left arm. The one on my right arm I got in 2009, right after I had graduated high school. So I got this one in 2009, like the center part of it, like you can see here. And then this was added later on. I designed both of them. And this here was added in 2011. And then I had more added to the rest of my tattoo, I think in 2014. But it wasn't ever really finished. And I was going to have more added to it, both of them, to make it more finished and complete. But my skin, I don't know if you can tell, but there's like white spots everywhere. It's like my skin doesn't take the ink very well. So because I just never got around to getting the tattoo finished. But as far as personal blog or website, I do know. I think it was Wix. I think it's called .com. It's where you can make your own like website. And oh my god. But it's a thing where you can make your own website, and I went on there, but I've got so many different things with all the different social media platforms, and there's like, I don't know, 30 different things, and I'm trying to post on all of them, but I'm mainly right now just focusing on trying to upload in here, and looking at other social media things or other sites or platforms where I can post all of my stuff, because things are always changing and moving around. One site's more popular, and then things change and rules, and another site's more popular, their rules change, and they move it over here. So it all depends. But I just take a photo of all of my drawings, I save all of that, and then I make a backup of those drawings as other files separately. But I've got them all photographed and stored. I mean, well, maybe 20% of them. I've got so many drawings I still have to photograph, because I've got to, I mean, I usually try to use my phone now, because it's got a really good camera on this. And it has a little grid on it, to where if I go to take the photo, it'll show like a little circle, and it'll be yellow when it's perfectly directly over. And then I'll take the photo, I'll save it, I'll send that to my computer, I'll save that to my folder where all my drawings are with those files. But I've got thousands of other doodles and things to take photos of. But the resolution on this is so good that I'm able to actually take photos and use that as something that I can use to upload, to put on sites. So I think I was using Redbubble, and what was the other one? There's another one. I can't remember the name of it, but I was uploading stuff on there so people can buy prints, and so that you can buy other things from me, that like you can put on mugs or put on a shirt if you wanted to. And I was doing that, but it just takes so long, because I've got to organize everything, orient it, and on every single item, and then I have to put all the tags, description, all that stuff, give a name, a title. It just takes so much work to do. I was doing it for a little while, but I'd gotten out of the habit of doing it, so I still need to upload some more stuff on there. And I keep yawning. Then response says, it sounds doable. Nowadays, art sites are a bit crazy. I think a personal blog would be more suitable for putting these artwork on. Yeah, like I said, sites are always changing, rules are always changing, and so you put everything on there, and the whole site changes, and then but yeah, I'd say my own site or personal blog. I'm working on that, but I want to get more of a following, so people know of me first, and so that I can have more of a conversation with people, and so I can put things on there, we can exchange things, and you can show me your drawings, and I'll give a response to it. Like, I'll give a short response and reply there, but certain drawings I can make a video of it and talk about it. Like, I could do JSheetz does review art, and takes a look at it, and I think that'd be interesting to do. I'll have to do that sometime. But as I said, I got to figure out where I want to put it at for a personal blog or what site. Next comment. That was the same one versus drawing emotions. I've got quite a few comments on that one. It says, while looking art, you can see you put time into it. It's important to have fun as you're drawing. I think it's a great way to take away stress, making art. Yeah, definitely. I mean, drawing and making art has been a way for me to express myself and to take the thoughts that I have and just put it onto paper, because I've always had difficulty trying to express myself with just words or language. I'm able to convey or express the ideas that I have the best through writing, or like poetry and art. And I've thought about combining the both together, maybe doing a drawing. I think I've done like maybe 1 or 2 videos like this, doing a drawing about what I'm thinking or feeling, and then after the drawing's complete, writing a poem and reading it over the drawing. But the thing is the video is going to be like 10 minutes long, and if I'd read something, that's going to be, I don't know, 40. It means it's a poem. It's going to be like 20 paragraphs of poem to cover 10 minutes. So I'll have to maybe, what I'll do is just talk for most of the video. Or like maybe do the poem at the beginning or something. And then talk after that. Because I want to focus on drawing. I would end up doing more poetry than anything. So, but I think I would like to combine the two sometime. Do a couple videos on that. But when it comes to drawing and expressing myself, I would definitely say that I do best expressing myself creatively, rather than just saying what's on my mind or talking about it. And I think that can be a good thing and a bad thing. Bad is that in the way that people might not understand you or understand what you're thinking or understand your intentions or your thoughts. But the good thing is that you can then put that into something that's productive to express your ideas or express yourself that you're not able to express in other areas of your life, or to just say them with words. You can say it with pictures. And that's a great way to relieve stress and to focus on things rather than worrying about having negative thoughts so often. But yeah, that drawing took me quite a while compared to a lot of my drawings because I made it pretty detailed, and I used my 0.18 technical pen, so it took quite a while. Oh, yawn. Not even tired. I don't know I'm yawning. But yeah, the drawing took me a little bit longer than the other ones to do. But I like to do a lot of drawings, but then at times I want to draw something much more detailed or do a realistic portrait drawing, and so that's what I'll do from time to time. But yeah, it was fun making it, and I really enjoyed doing that drawing. I just had a lot of stuff that was on my mind, and I didn't know how to get it out there or explain it. But I was like, I'm kind of stressed. There's things in my mind. So I'll just put it all into a drawing to express how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking. And then we'll see what people think of it. We'll see what their interpretation of it is. And then go from there. I think I want to try to have more conversations about that, about what I'm feeling or experiencing and how I'm expressing that in my drawings. And as I said, I'll try to put that into a blog or on a blog of my own on a site so that we can talk about that, and I'll make videos on it. But I want to express the thoughts I have in drawing, and then when people see that, it's like they're interpreting the expression that I'm putting on the paper, that they're able to try to connect with, and that they can understand and they can say, hey, yes, I was going through this, or yes, this is the experience that I had. These are the thoughts I had on it and how it was for me. Or maybe even if it's a different perspective, and to gauge that perspective and see, how a different lifestyle can affect people and where they come to terms with where they are in life. So, yeah, that drawing, if I believe, I said, it took me maybe 10 hours. I would say like 10 or 12 hours. So like half a day to draw that. That's non-stop drawing. So yeah, I did it with a 0.18 roaching isograph, and I had a lot of fun making it. And I'll try to do more of those as well. Just draw what I'm thinking, or express what's on my mind in a doodle. And we'll see what I can create. But as of right now, those are all the comments I'm going through, and I've got more that I'm going to go through, because that's the past 2 weeks so far. I'll go through more of the comments the 2 weeks after that, and I'll just keep going through them over and over until I get to the point where I've gone through all of them. And I think what I can do every week is I'll try to make a video to where I respond to all of your comments in a video. I give you my opinions and thoughts, and we can have a discussion that way. As I said, I find it more convenient and more time-saving than me sitting there, typing in response on my phone or typing it on here. I'll still reply, obviously. I'll give it a like. If I give it a like or a heart, that means that I have read it. So if I don't reply and I give it a heart and a like, then I will respond to it in a video. But if it's a really good comment or something I have interesting that really catches my eye, a conversation, I'll reply to it and I'll make a response to it in a video. But right now, I worked today and I'm a bit hungry, so I still have some spaghetti left over from yesterday that I made. I'm going to eat that, drink a little bit of milk, drink some water, because my mouth is starting to feel dry from talking for the past 40 minutes. I never really go out and socialize a whole lot, so I think that might be why. I'm not used to talking for 40 minutes nonstop. I'm usually I'll say a lot of stuff over a short period, like in 5 minutes, to kind of start a conversation, and then the other person will just talk for like an hour or whatever, and I'll listen, and then, But, yeah, my mouth and throat's getting kind of dry, so I'm going to drink some water, eat some food, and then do some more doodling. I will be getting my Roaching Isograph 0.35 here very soon. And with that, I will be doing more doodling with it, because I draw the fastest with that pen of any pen that I have. And I have the 0.25, and I'm having issues with that as well. And it's a smaller nib, it just takes longer to draw. And I do have a surprise pen that I will be drawing with. And it's a technical pen that I will be getting soon. And I'm going to be doing a review of that. I'm going to do a doodle with it. And I'm not telling you what it is. I want you to go ahead and guess and see if you can figure out what type of technical pen this is. I don't want to give away too many hints, but it's let's say it always makes consistent line widths. And they come in different sizes, and it's a technical pen. So let's see if you can figure out what pen that would be, because I'll be getting it soon. Until then, I'm going to go ahead and go eat and think about the other comments. I'm going to read through them and think about my responses for a video. The next video I'm going to make, I'll try to make this a weekly occurrence to where I respond to all your comments. But I'm going to go ahead and work on some things, and I'll see you later. So have fun doodling, and let me know if you have any questions about anything. And I'll make a response video to that for all of you. So have fun doodling. Have a great day. Believe in yourself and keep drawing. And remember, just have fun and just be yourself. Create what you want. It doesn't matter what it is. As long as you're having fun and having a good time and expressing yourself in a way that you feel is benefiting you, then have fun drawing. So have a good day, and I'll see you all later.